With the Cold War looming over the nation, American scientists focused on the race to space, launching the satellite Explorer 1 and choosing candidates to send to space in order to gain astronomical advances over the Soviet Union. Shocked by the launch of the Russian satellite Sputnik, Americans decided to launch their first satellite into space in 1958 called Explorer 1. Explorer 1 held scientific instruments capable of measuring temperature, and the launch of this satellite made America the second nation to venture into space. The focus on astronomical technology led to President Dwight Eisenhower create a government-owned space program called NASA. The development of NASA was important because it was a program that would host research of developing satellites and rockets. Ultimately, it showed that America's government was devoted to the exploration of space. Following the launch of Explorer 1, Americans found that they needed to gain yet another advance over the Soviets. This led to sending the first man to space. In 1959, the American government chose 7 men, known as the Mercury 7, to send individually into orbit to be the first humans in space. The Mercury 7 was significant because it began the first astronaut program in America, and sending a man to space was vital because it was a feat that would give America a huge advantage over the Soviet space program. Unfortunately, the Soviet Union beat America in sending the first astronaut into space, but in doing so created an impetus for Americans to put a man on the moon. Although the space race wasn't necessarily about the pursuit of space exploration for knowledge, it led to the launch of the first satellites and plans for America to send astronauts into space in the 60s.